I so unfucking unhappy? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Because, like, this is literally my fucking dream, and I'm fucking so unhappy. It doesn't make any sense.
Creator News. Welcome to Creator News, Tubefilter's investigative news show, where each week we delve into a topic that affects you, the creator.
Creator News is brought to you by Patreon, the platform that gets creators paid.
This week on Creator News, we're talking about upload frequency. Oh man, this is we're on episode 3. I feel like we've been doing this for months.
Oh, it's f***ing hard.
Huh? Yeah, well, we're in it now.
At any given moment, we're working on 4 different episodes of Creator News. In fact, right now, as we're shooting this, our 3rd episode, we haven't even launched our first one yet. We have no idea if this thing is gonna work. We've barely started, and maybe this is just my natural state. I'm feeling a lot of pressure.
When Patreon first approached us to do Creator News, the idea was to do a daily news show serving the creator community. We were very excited about this because this is something that we always wanted to do, but just could never get started.
And that's because, as we've learned from covering online video on Tubefilter for the past 13 years, making videos is f***ing hard.
Turns out we were right about that. We looked at it this way. We could do something easy, like read straight from the Tubefilter Daily Top Stories newsletter.
Or we could try to create something better that would hopefully have a positive impact on the community we serve.
Dang, when you put it that way, pressure's on.
I agree, the pressure is on. So we decided to make Creator News a weekly show. Not just because that would be more manageable, but that would also give us more time into researching and creating each episode.
But was a weekly show the right choice?
How often should creators be putting out new videos?
I'm Drew.
And I'm Josh, and this is Creator News.
Creator News.
The platonic ideal of a YouTuber used to be someone who posted every single day. It was seen as both the easiest and hardest path to massive viewership, massive subscriber growth, and overall success on the platform.
The logic was simple. More videos equals more views, and more views equals more revenue.
This equation held true for multiple generations of YouTubers, starting with creators like iJustine, Shay Carl, and Grace Helbig,
Casey Neistat, Roman Atwood, and Logan Paul,
who all grew huge numbers from daily vlogging. And the daily grind has obviously proven to pay off. Just ask Jake Paul.
It's every day, bro, with the Disney Channel flow. 5 million on YouTube in 6 months, never done before. Peace.
Clearly, daily posting is effective, but is it absolutely necessary for success?
We needed some expert advice, so we asked Matt Gielen. He's a Tubefilter contributor and founder of Little Monster Media Co.
What we recommend is a minimum of 1 a week, up to 3 videos a week, and you want to make sure that those uploads are spaced 48 hours apart.
Matt's helped companies like Netflix, CBS, and NBC, creators like Good Mythical Morning and Ryan's Toy Review, build their audiences on YouTube.
Once you get to 3 uploads a week, we recommend not increasing your upload frequency until you can regularly do 7 uploads a week. And then once you're at 7, it's just a game of how quickly can you scale up that video output.
At a certain point, however, it seems like even the most successful daily vloggers eventually dial down their upload pace.
And although each creator may give a different reason, the data all seems to tell the same story.
It's creators realizing that it's really, really, really hard to make a 10-minute video every day that is entertaining and satisfying to people. Probably more a reflection of the fact that for audiences, the novelty has worn off.
They're not going to be able to produce high quality content. Their audience therefore isn't going to be as interested in it. Therefore the audience isn't going to click on it as much. Therefore the YouTube algorithm isn't going to serve it up to them as much. And it's this kind of steady or rapid decline in their views by trying to post too much.
Exactly.
But declining video performance is not the only reason why creators may be slowing their roll.
I think today is my 534th day in a row where I've uploaded a video, and I've uploaded like 550 videos or something like that in those 530 something days. Like, that's crazy.
It is crazy. Producing daily videos that average 2 million views each is superhuman, and it's not sustainable for one person.
Creators have a name for it. It's called burnout.
Burnout occurs when the reward we get for what we do isn't at least commensurate with the effort we put in.
This is Kati Morton, a licensed marriage and family therapist who has spent the last 9 years on YouTube advising creators on the issues of mental health.
So if that effort starts going up, as content creators, we know how much effort goes into just one video. And let's say views, which we don't always have full control over, start to go down. If that's your reward, the effort doesn't change. And over time, that leads to burnout.
YouTube has taken proactive steps to address the issues of creator burnout.
I have to give YouTube some kudos. They took a lot of time listening to me and my husband talking about what we've heard that was going on, what I was experiencing personally, and the struggle to keep up, feeling like you're on a treadmill. And they were telling us that it's more about the click-through rate and the watch time. So if you don't upload for a month, it's not as big of a deal, as long as when you do, people are excited about it. You've seen it prove positive. Like Elle Mills doesn't release at the regularity that she used to. She kind of just releases when she feels creatively driven and excited about a project. If we just look at different creators who aren't releasing on an everyday or weekly basis, you see that there is success and that you can actually do well on the platform.
Some experts warn that amidst the fierce competition of online video, not capitalizing on any traction you may have garnered is a cardinal sin.
YouTube has said like, yo, creators, you can take a break. It's cool. Should creators believe them?
That is the dumbest advice I've ever heard in my fucking life. It makes no fucking sense. What they need to say is the internet is always on and people are always watching. If you want to stay relevant to people, you have to release regular content. So yeah, go take a 2-week vacation, but do 2 videos in advance.
Quick counterpoint. If their audience is engaged, they could take a 2-week break and come back.
Sure, go for it. No, yeah, drop out of top of mind, stop putting it up. What the do I know? You know, I've only helped generate 40 billion additional video views for our clients, which is an under estimate. Give me a break. It's a job, right? Oh, you're tired of it? Oh, you don't have any ideas? You. Get to the back of the line, because there's 50 million other motherfuckers that are gonna entertain your audience waiting.
Well, that is a terrifying truth. I can see why creators are afraid to slow down. In a world governed by algorithms and audience whims where some videos pop and others fizzle, upload pace is the one thing you can control. And I can see how it's tempting to just get something out there, even if it's not your best work, just to stay relevant.
I want to take this week off. I want to take this week, no vlogging. Hope you don't forget about me.
Nevertheless, there are creators that have figured out a way to get off the hamster wheel.
My name is Benson. I started as an editor, but I am now the in-house producer and assistant director for Wong Fu Productions. So in terms of output, we generally try to release things at least like once a month, which in the YouTube world is very infrequent. But we also do the more like talk show type content that we release like once a week. The show that we release every week is a show called Lunch Break. It's a template that we can follow, that we know we can break it down into, you know, how many days it takes to edit. We know it takes a certain amount of time to shoot. So having that template helps with that longevity of that show.
When David Dobrik decided to decelerate his vlog schedule, his YouTube views per video went from 5.5 million to almost 17 million.
And Mark Rober consistently gets over 10 million views per video, and he only uploads like a dozen times per year. His videos are like special events that his fans tune into.
This has to do with audience loyalty.
The larger the percentage of your videos that your audience watches, the more likely they are to be served each one of your next videos, because YouTube knows when they serve it to them, they click on it and they watch it. If that keeps happening, then you're satisfying that user.
This is where quality over quantity is coming into play on YouTube.
So in the same way we look at our content, we look at our audience. We would much rather have a subscriber that sticks around for years than a subscriber that joins for maybe one video and then unsubscribes on the next. So we are focused on that quality of the follower as well.
So even if posting with less frequency is bad for viewership, it actually can be better for business. Creator news.
When David Dobrik decreased his vlog output, his total number of YouTube views went down, but his views per video went up. That works for him. David doesn't monetize his YouTube videos through YouTube AdSense. He does brand deals. So the more views he gets on his latest videos, the more money he can charge those brands. And as creators decrease their dependency on ad revenue, that gives them time to focus on bigger projects, or as they say, pursue creative opportunities.
The number one thing that I recommend everyone do is diversify, meaning you don't want your money to come from just one place. If you're waiting on AdSense, I can tell you, as someone who has what is called quote unquote sensitive content, not everything's monetizable.
We see how volatile the YouTube space is. You know, you can be a 10 million subscriber YouTuber and make one bad tweet, and you know, you can see how that that can go drastically wrong if you're only invested into one platform. So being able to kind of spread out, it has been really helpful.
So where does that leave us? Let's ask Katie. So if someone is doing this as their job, they're just starting out, their audience necessarily isn't as large. I was asking for a friend. What do you recommend that they do in terms of kind of like upload consistency and also to feel that they can really sustain this?
Everyone's going to have a different logic behind why they do what they do. They're going to tell you once a week is the minimum, or they're going to tell you twice a week is the minimum. I have friends that upload and release on all sorts of different schedules, and it works for them. As long as you still feel rewarded for it and you're creatively driven, it's exciting, you like putting things together. I think as long as you feel that and you still feel rewarded for it, but if it gets in the way or impedes your ability to take care of yourself, then we have some concerns.
Well, she is just an absolute angel.
Katie's great. But to summarize, YouTubing is hard.
You need to post consistently on a schedule.
Only superhumans can vlog daily.
And be sure to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
No! So barring any personal breakdown or crises,
we will see you next week. Creator News.
This show wouldn't be possible without the support of Patreon.
Patreon. Thank you. Thank you. Patreon helps you generate recurring income from your creative work by offering exclusive content and community to your fans. It's a great way to set yourself up for long-term success and reward your most loyal fans along the way.
So check out patreon.com/creatornews and start changing the way your creativity is valued.
What issues do you want us to dive into next? Put it in the comments.
And
if you like this video, like this video.
Subscribe if you haven't already.
Ring the bell.
And please share with your fellow creators and online video pros.
This is Creator News.
And we will see you next week.
Creator News.